Good evening. This is Shamz-View. Welcome to another episode of our YouTube program. So today I will be talking about one iconic musician and artist that has grown from nothing to something, and no one but Wiz-Kid, the FC, the Wiz-Kid FC. Right. So today, do not forget that we've actually been discussing about building brands, career, and some of the factors that could hinder us from actually reaching our own uh, our own limelight, getting to be known out there. And I know it's hard, it's challenging. I am also building a brand. So I am not just making this research to entertain you guys, but I am sharing from my own little knowledge that I took my time, and I tried to come up with something, package something together. All right. So Ayodeji Ibrahim Balogun is popularly known as Wiz-Kid. The question is, did Wiz-Kid actually come from a very rich home? Well, from my research, no, Balogun Wiz-Kid did not actually come from a rich home. And then he said that publicly, that he didn't come from a rich home or a rich family. In a 2020 interview, he had his music changed his life and that of his family's financial situation, and there were no wealthy before that. They were not actually wealthy before the music career. All right, I actually got this particular research from Dicey Trends in December 2020. All right, so we went further. We want to look at growing up in a modest neighborhood. All right, he was raised in Ojuolegba, Shita area of Lagos, which is densely populated and known as an affluent area. So affluent, it be like people will get small money, but he came up publicly to say he didn't actually make any money, or he's not coming from a rich family, which we will actually look at that as time rolls by. And then I actually got this particular statement of this particular thing I've read from The Nations, that was in March 2nd, 2026. All right, this is actually recent publicity. Now, limited money for music. All right, so what am I saying now here is he hadn't no much money to go into the studio to make some recordings and all of that. So recording professionally was expensive, so he reportedly spent long hours at producer OJB Jezreel studio, hoping to get free recording time. So there was an effort made by him in those days. And then this is actually gotten from The Nation, March 2nd, 2026. So which is actually a very recent statement. All right. So he made he was able to make an effort and all of that. Okay. So breaking into the industry as a teenager, he had to build relationship with producers, artists while learning the craft. He often observed recording sessions rather than immediately getting opportunities himself. So sometimes we need to pay attention to the game, get to understand what is actually going on and all before we can actually dive into it. I think learning, all right, but a lot of us may not really actually have this pride. Like, we have this pride that we don't want to start from somewhere. I actually got this statement from Wikipedia. Wikipedia. So now another information that I also got from Wikipedia, he said, balancing education and music, he attended school but eventually left university to focus on his music career, decision that involves significantly uncertainty, but I think later on he graduated from the university. So coming from a large family, Wiz-Kid grew up in an interfaith, polygamous household with many siblings, meaning family resources were shared among many children. So it wasn't as if he was one of the luckiest person that got in to that and whatever. And then it's what nothing that not rich doesn't necessarily mean he lived in extremely poverty. Public information suggests he had a modest working class upbringing rather than the kind of wealth background associated with some other Nigerian artists. So after his music career took off, he became the primary source of his family's improved financial life. All right. So basically, this was actually gotten from Dicey Trends, December 19, December 19, 2020. All right. I don't really want to go more like going into this. We meant to understand that later on he got to a level where Banky W actually discovered him. I didn't actually go in details to know about his deals with Banky W and all of that. And then his talent now grew up, and today he has won several awards. There is no way you can talk about Afro music today that you wouldn't be mentioning Wiz-Kid. Now, have this at the back of your mind. He may had actually gotten his own hurdles, obstacles, challenges, but he didn't allow that get into his head. Rather, he kept pushing daily. He tried to make sure he rewrites the story of his family. So what could be that thing that you're actually battling with? It could be finances, it could be lack of support and all of that. Thank you for social media, which is actually easier for us to air our views. So I wouldn't want to go into details to talk about him, but then I got motivated by who Wiz-Kid was and who he is today, looking at the journey so far. He might not be privileged like people like Davido and the rest, which I will still talk about Davido's hurdles in the next video that we will be having. In as much as Davido is actually from a very wealthy family, but that doesn't really mean that he did not have his own challenges. Next video, I will be talking about him so that we can also get encouraged. Mind you, this brand, this career, you and I would definitely build it no matter what it takes. We shall build this career. Have a wonderful evening and stay tuned. We will bring in you another episode that will edify your spirit. All right. I want everybody to grow. I really want to grow. I want my brand to be known. Shamz-View is a brand that I am building. I will tell you exactly what I am building. But then for now, let's keep encouraging ourselves. Cheers. Good night. Bye-bye.